Okay. So, Sam, I was thinking for this episode, I feel like we should talk about. Wait a minute. You're not Sam. Dude, where were you?
Doing stuff around the house.
But can you see that we're live right now? We have a guest too. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
what do you have to say for yourself? Okay, well, I guess the only thing that we have to say to that is, what's up, what's happening, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Fish and Chips Movie Reviews!
Yes, movie reviews!
I'm Matt, Fischioni.
And I'm Sam, Chips Cohen.
And welcome to the one and the only talk show where we talk, review, and recommend movies. Thank you all for joining us for yet another episode. And as you can see, we are not alone here because we have our first ever guest on Fish and Film. So everyone, let's give a round of applause for Daniella Kaplen. Daniella, welcome to Fish and Chips.
Hello, I'm Daniella.
Yes, you are Daniella. It's great to see you. So thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, I have to ask you one question. What is your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time has to be Knives Out, mainly because of the casting and the cinematography and the editing. It was just a fantastic movie.
So I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but Halloween is right around the corner. And as you could probably tell in the thumbnail that you probably saw, this is a Halloween edition episode. So we're going to be doing things a little bit differently because normally we talk about an upcoming movie and at the end we do movie reviews. But instead, I feel like it's necessary that we first talk about our favorite horror films. And with this, Sam, I'm going to start off with you. What has to be your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh, so I mean, if I were talking about Halloween, we probably would put in, probably close there would probably be The Nightmare Before Christmas. I call that a Halloween movie. We're going to get into this soon.
Okay.
But on one that's like horror-ish, or no, it is horror, I would have to say Coraline.
You probably think this world is a dream come true.
My name!
But you're wrong.
You do like it here, don't you, Coraline? You could stay here forever. There's one tiny little thing we need to do. Black is traditional.
Yeah, okay, so the thing is with like horror films that like I've never really been like a big, huge person to like really go see horror films. Mostly because, you know, the ones that come out that are like they're like the most like stereotypical horror films, you know, where like a jump scare comes out of nowhere, where like
and the really like loud noise is like
happen.
out of nowhere.
So like, you know, go like, there's something right behind me. Like, nah, I hate that. The one thing I gotta put out is that I'm a really huge fan of animation. So yeah, I really enjoy Coraline. I love its story. I love its characters. I love how it can go from like a very fun movie to like a very, very dark and horror movie in a matter of just seconds.
So from a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate Coraline?
Ooh. An 8.5.
8.5. Okay. That is completely respectable. A horror film that I did see most recently is, you know, a really famous remake. It's called Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Sleep. The seed is planted. Sleep. Sleep. Terror grows.
Matthew! Matthew! Matthew!
Like the others.
Elizabeth, wake up! Get you when you sleep! Sit up!
Invasion of the Body
I
Snatchers.
really enjoy this film so much because when you really think about an invasion story, an invasion film, you kind of think about, big explosions, CGI monsters, screams that are obnoxiously loud. Here, it doesn't have that, and this is something that I would basically like to call a quiet invasion film. It's where the idea of an invasion is like in the background, and it just mainly focuses on the characters that is trying to solve this mystery before it's too late. This film doesn't necessarily feature its stereotypical tropes when featuring aliens and UFOs, but it created something that was far more mysterious. There have been many adaptations with this movie, but right here we are talking about the 1978 version. It's by far the best one, and it's my personal favorite. For those reasons, I'm going to give Invasion of the Body Snatchers a 9.5 out of 10. And Daniela, we're going to transition over to you.
So what is your favorite Halloween or horror film?
My favorite is Us.
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
The first time I saw it with my senior English class because I was in a film English class. And they took us to a movie theater, and my friends have told me many times that I was sitting in the back row, and they heard me screaming from the front row, and it was a large theater. And the plot of, I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but the plot of it, just interests me so much, and how it was so well made, and I really, really give Jordan Peele full credit, and I love Jordan so much.
For those who know, you know. But in terms of Us, Daniela, from a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate Us?
A 9.88.
A 9.88. Very, very precise. All right.
Oh, hey there. You're probably asking yourself, why am I looking at a blank screen? Well, due to some restrictions, we unfortunately have to shorten this episode. I know, it sucks. But if you think that this is the end, think again, because coming up very soon, we will be uploading part 2, where Sam, Daniela, and myself will be debating over a really interesting movie. But in all honesty, all you have to do is just say it's a Christmas movie in the comments down below. It just makes things so much easier. But until then, stay tuned for part 2 of our Halloween edition of the Fish and Chips movie reviews.